roughly 65 million years ago, long before the first humans walked the earth. This planet belonged to the dinosaurs. From towering giants that shook the ground beneath them, to smaller feathered creatures that hunted in packs, their reign lasted for over 160 million years. Today, they exist only as fossils and memories of a lost world. Yet here, in this digital archipelago, we're offered a glimpse not of bones in a museum, but of what it might have been like to see them alive once again. Not far away, a herbivore stood ready to defend itself. The Stegosaurus, the roofed lizard, may have grazed quietly on ferns and cycads, but along its back rose iconic blades and 4 deadly spikes on its tail, capable of piercing flesh and bone with a single swing. Close by, towering above the land, the Apatosaurus carried its size with calm authority. Its immense tail was more than balance. It could crack like a whip, breaking the sound barrier to drive back predators. Like today's elephants, it rumbled with deep calls that echoed across the land, a voice of warning and belonging. Together, they remind us that even the gentle giants of prehistory lived in a world where survival demanded strength and defense. While we hover around a different part of the island, right beside these very waters stands the Innovation Center. A gleaming hub of glass and steel. It's the heart of discovery and wonder, positioned almost ironically next to the domain of one of nature's fiercest predators. Located at the heart of the island would be the park's hub of science and storytelling. Step inside and it's all about wonder, knowledge, and the promise of bringing the prehistoric world back to life. Hidden deep within the island lies a facility built for something extraordinary. The Pteranodon, the toothless wing. Here, behind reinforced barriers, you come face to face with one of the most formidable flyers. Its long, razor-sharp beak was a weapon of survival, capable of piercing and striking with deadly precision. Unlike solitary hunters, the Pteranodon lived and hunted in groups. Their movements coordinated, their attacks swift. Immortalized in Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World, they remain some of the most unforgettable aerial predators of all time, and within this facility, their presence is as haunting as it's awe-inspiring. Beneath the shimmering surface lies a predator unlike any other. The Mosasaurus, or the Meuse River lizard, was the true ruler of the oceans. Bigger than a T-Rex, heavier than 3 adult orcas, this colossal sea lizard didn't just hunt, it dominated. With jaws lined with massive cone-shaped teeth, it couldn't chew, it didn't need to. Prey was swallowed whole or torn apart in violent thrashes of power. Relying on sharp vision and uncanny sense of smell, the Mosasaurus had no need for calls or cries. Silence was its greatest weapon. Step too close to the water's edge and you'll understand why it remains one of Jurassic World's most terrifying legends. Off the coast of Costa Rica lies a chain of islands shrouded in mystery. The Jurassic World Archipelago. For the first time, we can explore plenty of islands, from Isla Nublar, Isla Sorna, and the entire Muertes chain. Not as distant backdrops in a film, but as living, breathing worlds beneath our wings. The story is set before the events of the 2015 film, where the park is alive with activity, but not everything is under control. You can feel it in the air, the tension between paradise and danger. Half a dozen airstrips and twice as many helipads dot the archipelago, each a unique gateway into this lost world. And for those arriving from the mainland, even Costa Rica itself welcomes you with custom detail ports of entry. And then, the queen of them all. The Tyrannosaurus, the king tyrant lizard, a predator so mighty she demanded respect with every step. Each day she needed over 300 pounds of meat to fuel her colossal frame. With neck muscles powerful enough to hurl 100-pound chunks skyward, she fed with a terrifying display called inertial feeding. Her jaws? They could open a full 80 degrees, slamming shut with 35,000 newtons of bone-crushing force. Strong enough to shatter the toughest hides, leaving nothing but echoes in her wake. And yet, there's a strange beauty to her. The way her power and grace meet. Raw, untamed, unforgettable. A living legend carved in flesh and bone. The Jurassic World Archipelago isn't just another scenery pack. It's an experience. A chance to step into a world long gone. To hear the roar of giants. To fly past creatures that once ruled the sky, land and sea. And while I've shown you glimpses of what this world holds, trust me when I say, not everything should be spoiled. Some things you'll need to experience yourself to feel the scale, the fear, and the wonder. It's a journey, one that reminds us of the wonder that drew us to flight, to exploration, and to imagination itself. And maybe, just maybe, of a time when giants still walked the earth.